Hello, paper crafting friends, and welcome back to another Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn. Hello. I hope that you've had a really good weekend. In fact, we still have a little bit of a weekend left, don't we? So today is February the 15th, 2026. This is episode number 223. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Belated happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Hope that you've been doing something fun this weekend to celebrate, whether it's with someone else or just spoiling yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Anyway, I'm glad that you're here. As you find me in your news feed, hey, Kristen, hello. Happy Sunday Crafternoon. As you find me, go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. And if you guys know the drill, if you have not already joined my newsletter, go ahead and do so. I would love to keep in touch with you. Go ahead and open up the camera on your phone and hit that QR code. It's going to take you right where you need to go to sign up for that. It's really easy, about a minute of your time. Also, if you're wanting anything that you see today, you can purchase it in my online store, and this is the QR code. Let's just say the link. I guess it is technically a link, isn't it? For my online store, and even more. So everything is there, whether it's the calendar with all my stuff on it, or where you want to shop, and actually even join my team is all there. Now, if you want to go directly to join my team, because right now we do have a special going on, which I'll talk about in just a second, you're going to want to go ahead and click on this QR code, and this will give you more information. Along with reaching out to me, I'm an open book, and I'm here to help you guys. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's dig in so we can get some stamping fun in. Along with, of course, being here, you can also find me on YouTube and also on my blog and Pinterest, all those fun places. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell. It'll turn black. That will give you all the notifications. And if you know of any other crafty friends that would enjoy my content, I am ecstatic if you go ahead and share it with them as well. So thank you so much. Also going over to my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. There you're going to find all the pictures of the projects that we've done today. You can even actually order from there. There's clickable links to get right to my store from there as well. But again, just another place where you can also view the replay if you'd like. Oh my goodness, all my papers are sticking together. There we go. Also, again, my online store. So all the things there. And as I was mentioning, right now we have a join offer, a special actually, and this is pretty good, you guys. So I purchased this. In fact, I need to do a video on it, on the stamp positioner tool. This is something that is really good that if you're a beginning stamper, or if you just have issues in general rocking your stamp, where you get that, I call it ring around the stamp image, things like that. This kind of helps to get that stamping perfect. So anyway, this is a tool that's normally $49, so that's what I purchased it for. But if you join our Chalet Stampers right now, you can get it for free in your starter kit, along with getting $126 of product, I believe it is, $126 for $99, and get free shipping. So this is a really good deal, you guys. So if you've been thinking about it, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. Like I said, it's just one of those things where you can get some free shipping on some product that you're loving. And what's really cool is that you'll become what I call a savvy shopper. So you'll get the discounts that we get as demonstrators on all the things. So if you have a long list, you can't fit them all into your starter kit, you can do so after the fact and get a discount along with earning Stampin' Rewards. And we as demonstrators can also take advantage of the product of the month too, which we're going to talk about in just a second. So there's a lot of benefits other than, of course, you're going to be a part of a great team. You don't have to stamp alone anymore because that's no fun. And also you get to attend events, whether it's events with my team or also with Stampin' Up, online and in person. Anyway, so I just wanted to go through that with you guys. Once again, remind you that does end on the 28th of this month. Also, if you do join, you will receive this as a free gift from me as well, the Bundle of the Month video class tutorial. But if you're not interested in doing that, if you do go shopping at my online store, when you hit the $75 mark, you will receive this as a free gift from me as a thank you. And it's automatically sent to you from me directly. Hey, Evelyn, happy Sunday afternoon. This month we are featuring the lovely Arrangements bundle. It is so pretty. As a matter of fact, speaking of this bundle, this Thursday we have a stamp class, or craft class, I should say, through Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up, who's putting this on through home office, and it's going to be featuring this whole suite of products. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see what we're going to make. But anyway, so this is the Bundle of the Month video class. There are 16 projects total with full color photos, all the measurements, and video instruction as well. So fun stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The stuff that's happening here at the chalet. We can't forget about that, right? So upcoming this Thursday, we have class. No, we just had class. You reversed on. Goodness sakes. I am like forgetting what day it is. It happens. You know, we're human. It's all good. Anyway, towards the end of this month, we have our product class. So if you haven't RSVP'd and you've been thinking about it, get a hold of me by tomorrow so I can get you some of this product, if it's even still available. I need to check the inventory status because I hear a lot of things right now are on a wait to get it back into stock. But anyway, that class is on Thursday, February 26th. And that's at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or 6:30. And it's featuring the Easter Joy Suite Collection. We're going to make some really cute projects. Super excited about this class. It's $43. And it will include the DSP and the embellishment and the ribbon. And then as we get into March, we have Starbucks Sip and Stamp at the Ludington, Michigan Starbucks. Hey, Karen. Happy Sunday afternoon. And this is free. So come on over, bring a friend or 2 or 10 and make a free craft. And that will be on Friday, March the 6th. It's always on the first Friday of the month, unless it hits on a holiday. For an example, as we get into July, I will move it a week later because 4th of July is always right in that time period. And I know that they're crazy busy, and I get it. As an ex-innkeeper, I want to make sure I'm out of their way. So anyway, Friday, March the 6th, noon until 2 p.m. at the Ludington, Michigan Starbucks for a free craft. And then as we get into March, on March 5th, we're bumping this up a week because the week after I'm going to be in Long Beach, California for Stampin' Up's on-stage event. So Creative Card class has been moved up 1 week to Thursday, March the 5th at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. And this is $30 or free with a minimum order. And I didn't even put the product class in there because I figured that was enough to feed you guys in one shot, right? I mean, that's a lot of information. Also, just to mention once again, we no longer have Celebration, as you probably have guessed. So instead, Stampin' Up! Is doing something that's a permanent fixture for now, and it's called Product of the Month. So each month they offer a different product. They will continue it over into the next month if it's still available, but it is while supplies last. So if something does run out, it's gone for good. It's not going to come back. So what is Product of the Month? You go ahead, you place your order at the $75 point or thereafter. So $75 minimum order before shipping and tax, and before, or actually after using, if you have Stampin' Rewards, make sure you're still at the $75 mark. And then you'll want to go ahead and click at the top that you're interested in purchasing a Product of the Month for $5. So this month is Painted Illusions. Now I have to tell you guys a quick story. So I went ahead, I placed an order the beginning of this month, and I was waiting because I wanted to get the new kits for February, because I always like to put the new kits together so I can show them in my classroom and here online. And I went ahead, I placed my order, I qualified for this, but something I forgot to do. So even I've done the boo-boo. And I know some of you have too. So I just want to review this with you so you don't forget. Don't be a Dawn. That's what I keep saying. Don't be a Dawn. So I forgot to click the button to go and get the item and put it into my cart, because it's something that not only do you qualify for, but you're purchasing yet for $5. So it's not going to automatically put it in your cart unless it's going to say, yes, I want it. I understand. I'm paying $5 for it. So with that, I really messed up. I thought I was going to have it in my box, and I'm thinking, why didn't I get my product of the month in the box, which was this for February? And I realized I didn't click the button and I didn't follow through. So don't be a Dawn. If you hit that amount of $75 or more after all the stuff, make sure that if you want the product of the month, to physically go ahead, click the button when it says that you have qualified for it. And then depending on, I think that they have all three of these available. So we started it in December, which was the True Blue Florals 12x12 Designer Series paper pack. And then January, we had Fabulous Sayings, which is a really cool stamp set that I've been playing with a lot. I love the fonts. I love fonts. And then for February, it is another package of Designer Series paper called Painted Illusions. So this last order that I just placed a couple days ago, I made sure I wasn't going to be a Dawn and didn't forget to put it into my cart. So please don't forget to put it into your cart. But also don't get mad at me if you don't. Anyway, I kicked myself a few times. It was not pretty, but I was just like, it's my own fault. I messed up. So what can I say? Okay, Paper Pumpkin. For those of you who may not know what Paper Pumpkin is, it's a subscription-based kit that is delivered right to your door automatically every month, or you can prepay 3, 6, or 12-month packages, basically. And anyway, it's kind of cool. Everything's in the box that you need. And when you first join, they'll give you an acrylic block, because every month there are stamps in the kit. Now in March, I believe, is Paper Pumpkin's birthday. I can't remember how many years it's been now. I have been part of Paper Pumpkin since the day it was born, since the pumpkin was patched. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of, it's middle of the road, so anybody from beginner to avid is going to enjoy getting Paper Pumpkin. And I love it because it's no thinking, it just comes to my door. And I love it because everything is cut, scored. I get the envelopes for it. They normally match, they're pretty. And there's a stamp set, an ink spot, which is a little baby ink pad. And everything's there and ready to go ahead and assemble. And a lot of people really love to stretch their kits and do alternate projects with their kits and cut them up and make sometimes I can see someone get up to 30 cards out of a box of Paper Pumpkin that normally is 9 cards usually. Sometimes it's something other than cards, but not often. But anyway, that's what it is. And for March, it's all about hummingbirds. I love hummingbirds, so I am so excited. So Fluttering Garden, subscribe by the 10th of the month that you want to receive. So if you want the hummingbirds kit, you'll need to go ahead and make sure that you sign up for it by the 10th of March if you haven't done so already. And because it is Paper Pumpkin's birthday, they're going to be giving us an additional stamp set in there. So another little free gift. It's their birthday, we get the free gift. How cool is that? I kind of dig that. This is the craft class that I was talking about that I'm going to be taking this Thursday. Now you can still sign up for it, and whether or not you have the product or not, you can still view it. It's going to also be recorded. So if you still wanted to do it, but you don't have the product yet, don't worry, it's okay. You'll want to purchase 170929 is the class. I believe it's $25 for the class. Again, the live version of it is all in a private Facebook group. It's going to be on February 19th, this Thursday at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 4 o'clock our time in the Eastern Time Zone. And they're saying about a 2-hour class. So I'm really excited about it. They give us little hints on what the project's going to be, which isn't much of a hint. I love this whole suite of product, though. It's something that's only available online, not in one of our catalogs. And it is so pretty. I love the colors in it. They give us some additional supplies that we need to have on hand. So once again, if you have any questions on it, reach out to me and I can talk to you about it and guide you through it. Also, just a reminder, speaking of things that are only online, January, we had a release of products. Again, things that are not available in any catalog. And this is going to be a normal now. Every other month, we have products that are releasing online only. So that gets you guys to go, you know, browse around in the online store because that's what we love. Anyway, so January had some really cool things. Check it out. And then as we get into March, we have a new release and there's some really fun products in here, you guys. I have to show you something I did with this because it's just so stinking cute. Whoops. I'm just going to show you one. So isn't this not the cutest thing? It could be a tag. It could be a card. This could go on top of another card. So it could be a card within a card. This is so stinking cute. Anyway, fun things are in the horizon. And these are things that you could add to a starter kit if you decide you'd like to go ahead and do that. And let me know because I can help you out with this as far as giving you what you need to see what's available to put into your starter kit. Okay? All right. And of course, just a reminder of the mini catalog that has a lot of the really pretty springtime type stuff. Like, you know, we just have Valentine's Day and we have like wedding and Mother's Day, Father's Day. All those all occasion holiday things are in here. Yeah, they're in there. So anyway, check that out. And I think that was everything I really wanted to cover before you guys got too bored of me all talking. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's jump in. So first of all, just a reminder that I do have what I call a recipe card that I will be posting on my blog. And it's just a link. It says recipe card. So it'll be on my blog. It'll be up above here on Facebook for 30 days because after 30 days, it vanishes. My live, that is. And then also in the description on YouTube, at the very bottom of the description area, I will have a link to this as well. It's just a helpful page of links on where to find me and all those things, along with all the items that we're using today. So that kind of helps you along if there's something and you're like, well, I can't really remember what it was that she used, but if you see it, and they'll have little thumbnail pictures of all the products that we're using today as well. And also, let's go through some of that stuff. So one of the staples, of course, you guys know that I love to use is the stylish shapes. We're going to be using these today. And also, this is another staple in my craft room. These are the Nested Essentials dies. Both of these sets, they have that little stitching on them, which I just love. And then also, I'm going to be showing you guys a card. This is out of the annual catalog, but of course, everything is available online. Everything. Catalog or non-catalog stuff is all at the my online store. This is called, I know this, Time for Celebration Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. This is a lot of fun. And I told you guys, I kind of teased you that I was going to do some St. Patrick's Day stuff. So this is where I got these. And then I'll show you this set in just a second. But just a fun card. There's I was going to say absolutely no stamping, but that's a lie because there's some stamping right there. But these are from this here. There's some fun things in that pack. Okay, so I wanted to show you that so I didn't forget. Also, on a project, we are using not so much the stamp set, but we are going to be using the dies. Let me pull those out here so you can take a look at them. Aren't they fun? I really, really love this set of dies. And I was like, I was trying to pull everything out of my stash that is still available for you to order that had anything to do with what I thought would be great for St. Patrick's Day. Because it's just such a fun holiday, right? And then also we have Reason to Celebrate. And of course, there's where I got the stamp right there. You can mix and match with these up in here that go with all of these sentiments here. And then, of course, we had to get Good Luck, which is another fun stamp set. I believe we're going to use this today. We're going to use this little horseshoe today. Also, Your Gold and Lucky to Be Friends. Oh, we're going to use this today and that one. I guess we're using basically the whole set. And then I cannot remember if I decided to use this. This is called Seasonal Celebrations. This, I believe, is an online only. This one is also online only. Isn't this cute? This right here is the cutest Easter bunny. And I forgot about him, and I meant to use him in a class recently, and I forgot. Anyway, so there is the clover there, and there's also something for graduation. I know everybody's always looking for that as we get into the season, right, of graduation time. It's hard to believe that is almost here. So where should we start? Let's see. I have 4 projects for you guys, I think. Let's go ahead and go with this one. So I did a lot of the die cutting, even the heat embossing. Whoops, darn. I've already done, so it just makes it easier, right? So anyway, this is Lemon Lime Twist. This was the color of my studio before I moved. I really missed that space. But anyway, and then this is, let me get my cheat sheets here. I knew that I would have, yeah, like brain block or something. So this is Florals in Bloom 12 by 12, which is actually, you can find it in the annual catalog as well as online. And let's see here. The only thing that I did use that is retired, because I still had it in my stash, is this right here. This elegant trim, I think they called it, and it comes in gold and silver. And it went perfectly. And of course the, oh, I don't have it on this project, but the next one I'll show you is ribbon that has gold in it. That is still available, but I don't know. I just wanted to use it up, and I figured if you guys have this in your stash, then you can use it. So, what else here did I want to tell you? Oh yeah, so this is cut with Nested Essentials. This is gold foil. I've already done the heat embossing on the, let's see here. This is Shaded Spruce. I had to think about that too. Shaded Spruce, and the gold is embossed on that. And then I also did some embossing on this square, which was cut out. This is basic white paper. And I just cut out from the, oh, my goodness, all these names of these products are going to get me today. Stylish Shapes. Oh my goodness sake, Stylish Shapes. And again, I did the heat embossing already. And this is also in that Good Luck set as well. And here's a little, I guess we'll call him a pot belly. Oh, I forgot. No, I guess I don't have to. Never mind. I'm just talking to myself. I thought maybe I was going to have to color something on here, but I don't. This was stamped in Memento Black and cut out. There are no dies for the Good Luck set, so you need to fussy cut or have an e-cutter on hand. Okay. Lemon Lime Twist, cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. We have a piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and take my seal, and we're going to attach the liner inside the card. Get that right out of the way. This piece is, like I said, the Florals in Bloom, I believe it's called. And this is cut at 3 by 5.5. We're going to put this on the right. Does that look familiar? You'd be like, oh yeah, now I know what that paper is. I call this looks like, remember those tests in school, like the SAT test, and you had to fill it out with a number 2 pencil? Do they still do that anymore? Do they make number 2 pencils? Or is that showing my age completely? I don't know. Anyway, it is kind of fun though, and it was very green, lots of greens, so I thought I would use it. And this is, again, cut at 3 by 5.5. And I want to go ahead and put this on the right-hand side of the card. There we go. And then, oops, I'm going to move all of this pile of stuff out of my way here because I think I'm going to use my paper trimmer. And I think I am. So, what I want to do is get the illusion that this is longer than what it is. So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. We're just going to cut this in half-ish. Actually, I think, yeah, we'll do it that way. So, yeah. Like so. Chop, chop. Oh my gosh. Cut it in half. What is she doing? All right. So we have this piece. Like I said, this is our gold. And I'm going to take a little pot of gold here. And we're going to use some dimensionals. I've gone through like a whole package of these lately. Like crazy. Okay. And we're going to stick this right about there. And then what I want to do, and like I said, I want to give the illusion that this is longer than what it is. So we've cut it in half, and we're going to put it kind of crooked on there on purpose. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the end, and where I just put my seal. There we go. I'm going to give that illusion that it's a lot longer than what it is. And I'm also going to put a little bit of adhesive on this end and then try to line it up so it looks like, and I bet I'm going to mess this up. No, there's no messing up in stamping, right? Okay. And put this, whoops, like so. That kind of looks good. We'll go with that. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and stick it on the card like so. Actually, I made this a little bit longer than what it needed to be as I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's driving me crazy. Let's fix that. Okay, there we go. We're going to stick it right down to the card. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Your Gold. And I think what I'll do with this one, I didn't do it on the other. I'm going to take my scissors. We're just going to slice it just like that. And then taking a couple of dimensionals. And attach it. I think this is such a cute set. And put that like that. And let's grab glue dots. We're going to do a couple just to make sure that this doesn't jump off the card. And there we go. There's card number 1. Isn't that cute? I love it. Just a fun way to look at your dies, right? Hey, Marie. Happy Sunday crafternoon, my friend. Okay, let's go to card number 2. Oops. And I'm going to bring back that set. So you guys know where I got all this stuff from because we looked at it pretty quick. So the smaller shamrocks, I'm really having a hard time talking. Why does this happen every time I go live? I don't know. Anyway, the small shamrocks, you need to cut, fussy cut, or like I said, if you have a neat cutter, And this is where I got the gold from, and the pot belly, and like I said, all those things. Okay. And that set, again, is called Good Luck. They bring in my measurements. So we're starting out with a piece of basic white thick cardstock. And it, again, is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. This is from the Regal's 6x6 designer series paper. So it features all the Regal's colors in it, and I thought this was really cool. And this is shaded spruce. I did a lot with shaded spruce this time. I haven't worked, usually what I'll do is I'll use shaded spruce around Christmas time. It's a nice green for Christmas. And look at this side. That's kind of fun too, isn't it? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and attach this piece. This is cut at 1 1/2 by 5 1/2. And we're going to line it up, hopefully, right there on the left side. Oh, this right here. Let me show you guys this. You're not going to believe where that is from. Splash of Sparkles. So check out this designer series paper. This is funky. So I wanted to show you guys, and I know this is really butchered up, chopped up, all that. But this paper has, I want to call like units of, no, I don't want to explain it like that. Let me just show you. I'm like speechless. Okay. Sections. Whoops, I just dropped the whole package on the floor. Anyway, these are all on a big 12 by 12 piece. So you can cut them down and use them as like a background. That's what I was trying to explain. Here's the other side of it. Isn't that fun? Holographic, right? Anyway, so I used from here this, and then again, this is our little pot of gold, our gold that I went ahead and I heat embossed in advance with gold embossing powder. I'm going to bring this back so I can show you guys. But it's a cool pack of paper. At first I was a little perplexed on what I was going to do with it, but I'm also going to show you guys another card that I'm using this designer series paper with, and it's really super cute. And I actually got the idea from the online store, because the online store is kind of like our catalog. It's an idea. I don't know, just lots of ideas there. Okay, anyway, I have cut shaded spruce at 3 by 3, and then this is also 3 by 3. Okay, and this is from, like I said, that designer series paper. There's the back. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these two together so that the piece underneath, the shade of spruce, looks a little wonky on purpose. All right, so we're going to attach it together just so it gives a little extra visual interest more than anything else, right? And then we're going to go ahead, whoops, and hopefully stick this onto the card front. All right, just like so. This is the ribbon I was talking about. This is called, let me see here. I think I wrote it down. So if you need something that's in gold, gold striped ribbon, of course. Why would it be anything else? Anyway, the gold striped ribbon. And this is also found in the annual catalog. But yeah, and in the online store, obviously. Okay. So we have our little pot belly, and that's where I was thinking I was going to have to color. And I forgot to grab my lemon lime twist Stampin' Blend. So we're just going to pretend for now. It's okay. It can be colored later. And I heat embossed with the gold. We're going to attach the little pot belly here with dimensionals. That is instantly buried. Oh my gosh. Okay, attach these. And then I've also stamped some of the shamrocks. I'll show you guys here. So I do have an e-cutter. I'm going to show you guys something. You're going to get a kick out of this. Although I'm going to tell you another Dawn story, because I do a lot of really goofy things. Like sometimes I just have to laugh at myself. So anyway, here's a plethora of shamrocks in every color under the rainbow, literally, along with some more little pot bellies and the larger shamrocks that I was talking to you guys about with the other stamp set. Seasons of Celebrations, I think it's called. But anyway, I was vacuuming in here before I got on here live, and I have one of those little Dyson where it's a cordless, and the thing like blows air when you kick it into gear to like a high setting to really suck up like all the little pieces. Like, you know, you guys know how it goes in your craft room, right? And the thing has this air that shoots out of the filter, so I guess it filters and it sucks up all the stuff and all that. And I went by the sheet with it, and all of a sudden all of these shamrocks just went flying. I was just like mortified. It's like, oh my gosh, I think there's still shamrocks on the floor here. But anyway, I had to share it with somebody because you can get the visual, right? Oh boy, oh boy. Some of the things that I do sometimes, I don't know. I just don't know. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and attach our bow here. If you can't laugh at yourself, right, then what's the point? Anyway, oh, I do need to do some stamping. That's right. We need good luck. And I did bring in my shaded spruce ink pad. Let's see here. So if you need help with like someone trying to figure out some confetti for you, just ask me. All right, there we go. Now on this, you guys can see there's like some splatter on there. I just thought it might be kind of fun. So we're going to bring in, just for kicks, right? Whoops, I need a bone folder and my Stampin' Blends. I'm going to do this in the lighter of the two, the light shaded spruce. And I'm going to use the brush tip. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. If you are very careful, you can take your blend and the top from your blends and carefully flick it. See? But you do have to be careful, because the one thing that you do not want to do is ruin that beautiful tip. Because once it starts to fray, then this is shot, and that just stinks. I'm telling you, I love a nice crisp tip. So you do have to be careful. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing it this way, then the other thing you can do is take a bone folder, and especially if you have some aggression to get out, this is a really good thing to do with your artwork. Go ahead and tap it. And you can see the little bit of splatter there. It just is, I don't know, I got to think about white space. I know I've talked to you guys about this previously. So it just helps to fill in that white space a little bit. And it's just a nice touch. And then what I'm going to do is, let's see here, we're going to use a couple of these in the lemon lime twist. And I have 3 of these. I don't know, let's see how many we can fit on here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on these. So how many of you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day? How many of you are Irish? I am not Irish. I'm more Polish than anything. That's quite evident, isn't it? But what I do like to do is we have this little pub downtown, and those who are local will know. It is called Sportsman's, and every year during St. Patrick's Day, they have a breakfast, with the core, oh, what do they call that stuff? You guys know that meat. Oh my gosh, I am like awful today. Anyway, all those things, Irish things, and then they serve the beer with it, the foamy stuff. And I like to do that. It's fun. I know, I'm just not with it today, obviously. I think I need more sleep or something. Okay, there we go. That is card number 2. Isn't that fun? I don't know, it makes me happy. And you know, the thing is, when St. Patrick's Day arrives, you know that we're getting closer to spring. There's hope, right? There's hope. Okay, let's go ahead and do card number 3. And then I have a 3D project for you guys I'd like to share with you. So this card is my favorite. Again, we're using the Splash of Sprinkles Designer Series paper. Isn't this fun? I love it. It just makes me happy. Ever since I was young, I've always loved rainbows, like all the colors. And I think that's why I was so attracted to paper crafting, is because of all the pretty colors. So anyway, let's go ahead. This is going to be a quick card to put together. Again, I cut out, you know, all those pretty colors of shamrocks. And I have this little horseshoe here, and again, some more of that ribbon. I wonder if did I write down the measurements? Because I know you guys are going to ask. Let's see here. The basic white, this is basic white thick, and this is cut at 8.5 by 7, and I scored it at 3.5. So it's a skinny card. And like I said, the Designer Series paper is Splash of Sparkles. So I've cut this down to 3.25 by 8.25, I think. Or no, actually it's larger than that. Oh, I don't even trust my brain today. It's 3.5 by the 8.5. Okay. Dawn, put on your thinker. Isn't this fun? That's the fun side too, but I really love this. So I'm going to go ahead and take my multi-purpose liquid glue. And this is going to cover the entire front of the card. I like to go ahead, and the nice thing about liquid glue is it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, but I'm going to mess this up. That's okay. It's okay. There we go. And then I did cut a stylish shape with basic white. Don't let the luck spill out of your horseshoe. So that must be like a saying of some sort, right? Because, okay, I won't. There must be luck in there. So we got to be careful with this, Evelyn says. Whoop. Oh my goodness, I got things falling all over the place. Okay, we're going to color the horseshoe with Smoky Slate. This is the most coloring that I think we'll be doing. And this is the light Smoky Slate. Isn't that cute? And let's see here. We also need Lucky to Be Friends. And again, I'm going to use my Shaded Spruce ink pad. Hey, Lonnie. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Whoop. Let me move all this stuff here. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and hopefully the middle-ish. And then what I'm going to do is attach this in the middle, kind of, sort of, and with dimensionals, and then we're going to trim down the circle. So I don't want adhesive on the right-hand side. The left and the middle only. just like that. And then we're going to turn our card around, and then we're going to trim it. Just like so. And then we're going to take our lucky little horseshoe and attach it with, oops, a little bit of glue. I'm going to get some more on that side too. And if it hangs over, I think that looks kind of fun. And then we're going to go ahead, and again, with a bunch of dimensionals, we're going to go ahead and assemble the shamrocks. Oh my goodness, they're hard to pick up. It doesn't help that I have faux nails. And then we'll attach these to the card. The sun is out here today, and it's like 40 degrees, or it's getting there anyway. And I hear the snow melting and falling down the gutter, which is right next to my window here. And it almost sounds like a waterfall. It's crazy. All right, here, let's see. How many of you guys stick everything to your hand while you're crafting? Or it falls on the floor, one of the two. Yeah, and one more. Okay. All right, this is probably, yep, the one that I want first, of course. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have, I think I stamped this in crushed curry. And then this, I believe, is Timid Tiger, which is one of our newer in colors. And then this is Pretty in Pink. And then we have, uh-oh, I'm missing Highland. Oh, there it is. Highland Heather. And then we have, this is Asia Afternoon. And then this is, I think, Coastal, no, this is Pool Party. This is like a test, a color test. And then this is Garden Green. I'm going to put him over here. And then we have our bow. And attach that with a couple of dimensionals, and then we'll be good to go. And then we'll do our 3D project. Okay. And there we go. There's our third card. What do you guys think of that one? It's not too cold here. I mean, considering that it's been like in the single digits, 40 degrees feels like a heat wave. And the nice thing is, I'm surprised our snow isn't melting even faster, because when you do go outside, I don't know, maybe because I'm a Michigander, I can go out without a coat on and it's 40 degrees. If that sun is shining and there's no like chill or a wind, it actually feels really good. I flop up my little solar panel on my forehead and I just soak it all in. It feels so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're making a casserole. That sounds yummy. Do you ship to Michigan, Lonnie? I know your cooking is awesome. Anyway, so I hope you guys like this card. So let's show you a fun little project that you can make for your friends. So this idea is not my original idea, surprise, but I love getting ideas from other demonstrators and incorporating it with some things that I have in my brain. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You guys know how that goes. So Lynn Dunn made something similar for Christmas. And I was like, you know what? I could do that for St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to make this one with you guys. I'm going to show you how to do it. So you can use these like for any holiday, any occasion, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever it is. Now, what I should have done is gone to the store, and you guys ever, when I was young and during St. Patrick's Day, remember the coins that they had, the chocolate coins, and they wrapped them in gold foil. Those would be super cute in here. But first of all, I'm too lazy to unwrap all that foil. Secondly, I don't know, they're just not as good at chocolate like they used to be. So anyway, I thought I would show you guys how to make these so you can make them for any occasion, any type of a gifty thing that comes around. They're so much fun and they're really very easy to do. You're going to need to purchase the clear envelopes that we sell online. Can you imagine, like Easter bunnies? Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be adorbs? So yeah, I'll be making, like I made some for Valentine's Day. So I made some now for St. Patrick's Day. So I have to work on Easter next, but Easter would be very super cute. And then you could also put even a white piece. I did not on here. I didn't on either of them, but you could attach a white piece on the back if you want to write a little something to your recipient, whether it says to and from or an extra little message. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to make these. And thanks to Lynn for sharing it, because she was doing these for her grandkids for Christmas. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make these for other holidays. So let's go ahead and get all of our goodies. Of course, we have to have chocolate. So I always say the easiest thing to use when you guys do make these, make sure that it's flat type of candies. You don't want anything that's any bulkier than these because it won't fit. It'll be too tight. And you'll see what I mean in a couple minutes. It will make more sense, I promise. Okay, let's see here. Where am I at? So first of all, since we're going with greens and St. Patrick's Day, again, I am using shaded spruce. And hey, Laura, happy Sunday crafternoon. It's good to see you. So this piece is cut at 7.5 by 4.5. And then on one side, I scored it 1.5 inches. Okay. So I need a bone folder here. I have all these little pieces. They're going to get in my way. It's like, move over, Rover. Okay. So you can already see it's taking shape, right? Again, this is 4.5 by 7.5, scored in 1.5 inches on one side. So this is your top flap. And then, again, you're going to need a clear envelope that we sell online. You can get a package of like 30 or 40 of these for, I don't remember how much. I use these all the time because I package all my cards in these things. So anyway, you're going to need that, but set it aside for now. But you do want those. You definitely want some chocolate of some sort, right? Because that's the fun of giving a treat. Or maybe you have some other kind of a little goodie party favor thing that you could put inside here as well. Like I said, it just can't be too thick. Okay, so I've also taken a piece of, this is Lemon Lime Twist. And this is 4.25 by 4.25. And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper. There we are. Take those SAT tests. I don't know why it reminds me of that, but it does. But anyway, those who are around my age or older will know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, 4.25 by 4.25, Designer Series paper, 4 by 4 is a layer. So you can do as many layers or whatever you choose to do, okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take our glue. And we're going to layer these two together because I just thought it'd be prettier this way. I love color. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach this to this one big piece. Just like that. Whoops. Make sure it's centered on. That would help. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. All right. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to take my candy and I'm going to grab my seal, which ran off a little. I'm going to go ahead and just put glue right on that bugger. And we're going to go ahead and put those on just like so. Make sure that they're going to stay. Whoops, my little heart is running away. We need to make sure we don't lose him. And then let's see here. What was the next step? Next step. Oh, you know what I did? I did goof up. I goofed up. Don't do a Dawn. We're going to try to fix this. Oh, no. One moment. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm not even going to let you guys see what I'm doing. You would really cringe right now. But it's okay. In fact, I should have cut 2 of these. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to cut another piece of shaded spruce. Oops. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Let me grab that real quick. Sorry about that. Goodness sakes. Here I'm thinking, oh, I'm so proud of this project. And then I mess it all up completely. Okay, so 4.5 by 7.5. Whoops, there it is. And then score 1.5 on one edge. Okay. Oh my goodness sakes. Take 2. So we're going to pretend that that doesn't look as ugly as it does on the back side because I literally ripped it right off this paper. So before you attach any of this onto this, you're going to take your clear envelope and you're going to stick this inside here like so. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. And then you're going to go ahead and there's the self stick. And we're going to go ahead and seal it. Like so. And then what we're going to do is line this up. Is it making sense now? It looks better now. And my stapler, even my stapler matches. And I didn't plan that. We're going to go ahead and attach it with staples. So now you have this larger piece that you did the score line, flipped it over. This, okay, was put inside the clear envelope and then we attached it. We're good now. So then I've cut this piece, which is Shy Shamrock. And this is, let's see here. And I'm going to trust my brain. Okay, so it is 4 1/4 by 1 1/4. Makes sense, right? And we're going to go ahead and attach this and hide our staples, just like so. And then this is where that sending, oh, what was that called? It is Sunshine Vibes. Okay, that looked familiar. So I went ahead and this is soft seafoam. And then I also have cut these other shapes with lemon lime twist, shaded spruce, and Shy Shamrock. So I'm going to take, let's see here. I have a lot of extra pieces, so don't panic. You don't need this many, but I thought I would cut them and see, I don't know, that maybe if something struck me differently once I got on here with you guys. But you know what? I don't think I better deviate too much because I've already messed up a couple of things. Although we fixed it, we repaired it. There's always repairing when we create, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and this is, whoops, oh my goodness. And it doesn't help that I have sticky fingers now too. This is Shy Shamrock. We're going to go ahead and attach these like so. And if you really want to be savvy, you'd use adhesive strips. And it might be a little bit easier than me applying all these little dots of glue, but you know what? Whatever strikes your fancy. Whoops. And this is coming off. All right. There we go. And then we have, see, this is Shade of Spruce. So our little rainbows coming together. I think it's kind of cute, all these different shades of green. Rick Rack, my favorite. I have to tell you guys, this reminds me, Rick Rack takes me back to when I was in middle school. And I did take sewing class, believe it or not. I know some of you would be like, no way, I don't believe you. But I did, and I made a shirt. Because in the days of the 80s, remember when ruffles were in, ruffles on everything? Well, I made this shirt, and surprise, it was pink plaid. A pink plaid shirt with ruffles. Imagine that. I thought I was just the bomb diggity, I tell ya. But anyway, I put Rick Rack on it for the ruffles. Oh my goodness sakes, and I actually wore that. That's the scary thing. So it takes me back to the days of home ec, sewing class, all that fun stuff. All right, then we have this little itty bitty heart. There we go. And these are just a bunch of extra pieces that I had in case I wanted to change it up. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll put that on there with dimensionals if I can find them here. So how stinking cute is this, you guys? How many of you guys will try to make these? I think they're so much fun. Just don't do a Dawn. Make sure that you put the things inside the envelope and then attach. So if you decide that you don't want this part flapping around, that's where you would put adhesive on the back and attach it to the cardstock, the larger piece. That's what I was thinking. So this is the one that I attached down, as you can see, so it doesn't flop around. And this one as well. And I wanted to use more of the colors of all those little shamrocks that I had cut. So it's a fun little project, and I hope that you guys liked it. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the other things that we made. And again, I appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you so much. This is like the highlight of my week. I love it. And where was the other card? Oh, here it is. I'm losing everything. Anyway, yeah, it would be great for a retreat lawn. So make sure to have those measurements down or give me a call. I'll have to put them somewhere safe, right? Usually what I'll do is if I do 3D projects, I try to keep one where I have like a drawer and I stick like a little sticky note to it with all the instructions, or as I call them, destructions. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you so much. Sorry for the mishaps, but hey, that's what makes it real, right? But I appreciate you guys. I will be here next week, same time at 1 p.m. Eastern for Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn. And just again, if you haven't done so already, if you're not already a demonstrator, I welcome you to join us. We have a lot of crazy fun, and you'll get that really cool stamp positioner tool as well. So if you have any questions about it, reach out to me. But thanks again, you guys. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you. Thanks, Kristen. I hope you guys have a really good day, and belated Happy Valentine's Day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.